Hello, Hattrick friends. Sunday evening means San Marino live games. Hey, Bruno Miguel. Good to see you in the chat. My YouTube studio is translating chat messages. Okay, that was a ridiculous number, or tune anyway. Hello, happy to be here and live for the first time. Been following you closely and really enjoyed the content. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Bruno. Let's see, do we have a picture? We do. Let's get some more light on here. So, hey Roman, good to see you. So the YouTube studio actually automatically translated the chat message. And that's cool and all, but I prefer to just display it in English if it's in English. Why did they do this? And how do I change it? Anyone out there, an expert in YouTube streaming? Hey Borgidor, good evening to you as well. Thank you, we will probably need it. But I'll be honest, I don't feel like I was particularly lucky in this one. especially when you look at the end ratings. So maybe I'll be lucky with Intercalveo. Are we not live? Is this on? Oh, I think it is. What do you think about training set pieces as primary in the youth team? If no prospects found yet, is it a crime or just unnecessary? Even like if you have the most beautiful player in existence and he has some set pieces to train because you want to finish him, you would never do that over other. It's kind of criminal, I think. Alright. PC Mac, go to live control room. Oh. Okay, I think I have it removed now. Not like it was like a mega big deal, but if I sit here reading chat messages in Danish, I had the same question, but yeah, kind of left set pieces and invested on preparing a second player for my winger cycle. I think I remember something about that, yeah. You should rather just invest it in his skills, because set pieces can be trained so incredibly easy. I mean, it's so, like, you should probably only train set pieces initially, the initial levels, when you are also boosting stamina, because you get far more than one level, but your player can't receive more than a full level. Trebighetti, yeah, that's at them. The Finns. Lituano. Hey Martin! Finally here on a Sunday. Finally here on a Sunday. Campionato San Marinese. Let's add all of the matches. Oh, I haven't been following since... I haven't really been online, but Pico Bisa has overtaken Paranarossa Bramante. It's not that I really want Paranarossa Bramante to fail, but I feel it's kind of nice to see someone else up there as well. Hey Sudoku, good evening to you as well. Piccolo Bisa. It feels good to be back. Last Sunday, it would have been embarrassing for me to be streaming, because, yeah, participated in something we call the wheelbarrow rally. Anyway, let's see if we can... Oh, there's even some starting lineups here. Peñarrosa Bramante. San Marino, quite young. Perhaps a little too young to be challenging, probably. What about Piccolo Visa? Both of them play against teams from the bottom half today. Let's a tough one to call. More than a year between them on age and average. I guess I added this a little late to be doing this comfortably. Ipicente sold out. Myelinas up against Guedes. Guedes. Oh, both of them contending for a top situation spot here. Should definitely check the playmaking level of the new youth ball. Yeah. But I also want to be training what I know exactly. But I think I'm going to do that in a friendly match. Oh, he is? I hadn't actually noticed. If I did, I forgot, so at least. Turisto Lituano playing against FC Simalandia. Oh, okay, that's a bot team. Fayetano? The Fayetano Finns. 5-4-1, that's the visitors. I'm a little worried about the turn up today. And now I realized I don't think I got any notifications about matches today. Earlier. Wasn't any goals, but... Piccolo Visa. Managed by... Oh, wow. He's also playing in... Oh, he's playing against Wildcard. He's Danish. Superliga. I think he played 3 times. What? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 top flight teams managed at the same time. Anyway, we have to look at some ratings here. Let's start in the top flight. Peñarrosa against San Marino. Pressing. Playing with PDIM? Perhaps no. Okay, I'm guessing Rodriguez might. Be instructed. The man mark at some point here. If he thinks it's much of a threat, it could actually be he just wants to play him normally today. 4 top flight at the same time, yeah. We're talking about it in Denmark as well. He's good, but it's weird because I haven't really heard of him before and I'm quite active in the Norwegian community. Sometimes you have those guys that just fly below the radar. They just go below, right? Piccolo Visa. Legalin pressing today. Masud. Alamri. Probably with a man mark somewhere. Looks like a solid approach for Piccolo Visa. I guess this means fat pigs, right? Ipicente pressing, but yeah. Myelinas versus Guedes. Mythical counter. Looks kind of strong. Marlinus will get, like, if they hit the right side, it might be troublesome for Guedes. Oh, I think this is a technical header event here. Kangsong. And that's how you get a very good start if you play technical players, that is. But he might be a TDF here. You used to see these all the time. Probably replaced nowadays by PNFs as the choice for a conventional Hattrick team. Turisto, they will be strong. Nasty Dragons, they're down all the way to 5th, but they should be quite sure of a qualification game at least. Playing Divine Counterattack. Betting on the left side. I think it's going to be a tough one to gather anything from for Nasty Dragons. AC Trebicchetti. Pressing. Possessor. With a single sector. Looks like a tough one. Triple Bayern. 2020. Alright guys. Time to take a look at Intergalvehave. Kumano Terme. Magnificent counterattack. Now, Kumano Terme, I know that I said in the episode that they were playing in the Copa Guaita. They're actually in the final, which may be somewhat helpful for us today. Turisto Lituano, Alessandro Grandoni. What do you say, guys? How do we feel about this one? They are so getting ready for the final. Played cool here. It's obvious. Why don't I get any notifications from matches? And you might have guessed, we are back to playmaking this week in order to try to get a result. Camellini, 10.5 stars today. Volukis, he's in excellent form. How does he do it? He would be extremely lucky to hit the left side more than once, right? With 12 counter, yeah. So still, here they are in the final. I wonder if they have a good shot. Form. Can always hope, at least. What about specialties? Yeah, we do have two without, so Martel being man-marked by Mosconi. Let's just check the impact on that one. Alright, so less chance to convert centrally and on the right side. This may actually be a positive trade, but it will take luck. It will take some luck. They get a ton of ins. They'll have to be lucky to score. Very lucky. Inadequate versus divine. In that sector. Free kick here. Birili. Passable set pieces. It's a battle for midfield. Is this a counter-attack? Through the center. Okay. It's still 27%. No! PNF. Is this a PNF moment? Bolukis. Bolukis. Yes! Brilliant start. What? Now he gets a yellow. Uh-oh. Chill. No, he's not. He's not booed for that decision. What are you on about? We are playing at the Stadio della Libertà. Great start. Yeah, maybe. But it said gruesome tackle by Volukis. So that's what he got booked for anyway. It is a bit troublesome because PNFs can actually get a yellow if they've failed their event. But he didn't. No, that's not a spectator. I'm thinking, did it actually 3/4? We have a lot of spectators. No notifications on the phone for some reason. PNF with my second team is Tranquil, but he still collects yellow cards for fun. Oh yeah, well, I mean, the chance to get a yellow card for the failed event is not connected to his... I think it's temperamental, right? This one. But if he then gets regular yellow cards as well, I think the gain on here is Tranquil as well. Oh, yeah, well, you know, sometimes that happens. You should check for playmaking. Cosmo player Atanas Simonyov started the same way, 4-7 scoring and 5 stars. And after I found that he could have 8 playmaking, yeah, I hope. Oh, yeah. I was talking to one of the guys in the Cycle Federation about the Belgian national team PNF. He was fiery and he had like a ridiculous amount of red cards. I had a trainee that got 2 yellow cards in 2 minutes more than once, had to ditch that crazy dude. Yeah. Sometimes this, also sometimes, like, you're leading 8-0, right? And then your most important player gets a red card with 2 minutes to go or something. It makes absolutely no sense, but it's also what makes Hattrick beautiful, right? Because, like, the coincidental, like how things seem in this world, right? Tigres, Rafaelos, 1-0 now. Joseph Bartos. Nasty Dragons going behind. Yeah, that's stupid, but it's also fun. Also, like, today, like a regular hard tackle resulting in a yellow card. And then in the match report, the player coming off with an injury is complaining about chest pain and he can't really breathe. But that means that the gruesome tackle that was awarded with a yellow card was actually in the chest, right? That would never be a yellow card. I mean, hopefully not, right? But that makes it fun. And I get that some people would, yeah, that's unrealistic, but yeah. Hattrick isn't really realistic, but it's fun. Hey MJ, what's good? Your strikers, it seems. Volukis. PNF goal after 9 minutes. Beautiful. Dino Casalini has made it 1-0 for Vegan FC. Quick event. There's the dong. Unless you're Nigel de Jong. Remember that tackle? Yeah. I didn't actually see it. I remember I was driving with a friend of mine. We were driving towards Norway. And we left before the start of the final, so we only listened to it on the radio. 2010. I'm worried about how the league will end. Like your own league, or... can I ask you guys, are you hyped about this coming World Cup at all? I'm not. And it's not just due to the fact that Denmark hasn't qualified. It's just like 48 teams, and the next one apparently it's going to be even bigger. Like, why have qualifiers then? Your favorite one? I think my favorite World Cup was 98. Oh yeah, of course. I guess it's also different in that context. 86. Yeah, I was minus 4 months. Yeah, but the thing is, when they involve more countries, you make it less special. Honestly, I think they should just cut out more European places. How the hell are you letting Curacao play? But they didn't qualify. Money over special, yeah. Maradona in his prime, yeah. Denmark had an absolutely brilliant team as well in 86. Who? Italy didn't qualify. Yeah, Frank Arnesen. Those guys. My first memory of the World Cup is 2002. Oh yeah, but I mean, yeah. Maybe I'm just old and bitter. Old-ish. Alessio Di Lorenzo, 2-0. Central attack, 33%. Will have been a little more, 40. Jesper Olsen, yeah. And he started off Spain. He started El Butragueño. He scored 4 goals in 1 match against Denmark. Wigan FC. 2-0. Bijul Gupta, central attack, 20 minutes into the game. It must have been like a 49%. But then again, Michael Laudrup. But then again, they played with, like, Germany didn't really play for a win. That way they avoided Spain against Denmark in the final group match. Back then, only 2 points for a win. In 2002, that was also a fun World Cup. I remember let's just see here. Yeah, that's the side netting. Lasse Vibe, that is the real Danish goat. Morten Olsen as well. No, but in 2002, when we drew Senegal 1-1, and when I was at home preparing for my oral Danish exam in 9th grade, and we were leading 1-0. Also, when I was on the bus, I was listening to it on the radio, and then just as I am called up, okay, now you can go to prepare, we had to like read some kind of text. I remember I had to watch a video of a commercial, right? This is etched into my brain. And then I get out of the preparation and it's time for the examination. And then I can hear the guys yelling. No, that was on the way into the examination. Sorry, the preparation. And they just yelled, "Oh no, Senegal has equalized." And I was just like, how am I going to focus on this Danish oral examination now, when I know the fact that they just equalized? Hey, McCulloch. Thanks. Faxe. Yeah, that's in 92. I remember having no focus at all. I'm like, how can you do this? How can you schedule an oral examination while Denmark is playing in the World Cup? Francioni. Central attack. It's a miss. See, now it's a little dangerous because Lucas, he could pick up a red. Oh, here's the PNF event. Oh, here's the PNF event. I had to walk over today. No, it's Trastuli. Whoa. Yeah, he's also a PNF. Well, he's a PN. I wouldn't mind if he scored. Of course not. What a silly thing to say. I have an idea that he'll miss. No! Trastuli! That has to be one of the worst ways to start an exam ever. Perhaps second only to being chased by a bear with a chainsaw. Yeah. P-Grobis taking the lead. Jeroen Jochems. Victory incoming. I wouldn't mind if he scored. Louts with a great save. A PNF event. So a powerful forward playing without an instruction, so played normally, has a chance to generate a chance. Like, see, I missed a chance in minute 9, a direct free kick. Now there's a chance that Volukis will turn that into a chance, and he scored. Francioni missed a central attack. The minute after, Trastuli turned that into an attack and scored. That's the PNF event. The downside of the PNF event is that if, like, Volukis could get a yellow card if he fails his event. If he fails the check. Trepiketti with the equalizer, Samuel Venaccia Tentoni. The thing about this pull back is it doesn't really make as much safer against the counter-attack. 2-0 now for Piccolo-Bise Helge Schnurra. Oh yeah. Of course, he has to be trained specifically. So this guy has, like Bulukis has world-class playmaking. That is to generate the chance, and then he uses his scoring and experience to score. That's true. The reason why Tertulli passable playmaking, passable scoring, so it wasn't like, okay, maybe he got the chance. So the defense of this guy can't be insanely high. Maybe it's because he's alone, and maybe it's not the strongest keeper. He seems quite strong. I'm guessing it was extremely lucky that Trasuli actually converted his event to restore Louis Tuano. Garrett Daniels from a right attack. Now, what are your chances to stay in top 4? Yeah, like things will have to go our way at this point. Miss on the right attack. Hey, man bun. Namaste. LDL. I mean, if we win today, I think we have a good chance. We have Montserrat, we have Sapio Pendes, and we have Ace Diel. Nasty Dragons with an own goal, I think. No, they went down by 2, but Andrea Silvario down the left on the counter. Oh yeah, I remember now. We were extremely lucky last time we played AC Lille. My guess is that if we look on the situation here, if we win today, of course, it looks quite good. If we can beat Montserrat, Sapipentis, and AC Lille, I think we could finish in this. Do I play other games? Not an awful lot. I play a little bit of Championship Manager 0102. Then recently I've played a little Baldur's Gate, the first one. So yeah, if all goes right, my second team PNF will have magical playmaking and mythical scoring. Excited to see what that'll be like. I think that'll be extremely effective. So I get why you're excited. Can you see my last 3 league games? Well, aren't you just running into the strong teams now? I mean, the good thing about it, Martin, is the fact that you've now faced the top team twice in a row. So now it's about getting back. When do you play Hattrick FK? And you got a point. That's fairly good. They play each other in the final round. You have to take that into consideration as well. And you play them at home. I don't think there's any reason to be worried. 3-1 now for Tigres. Pierre van Bokstale scoring down the left. And with a young team, forgive me if I said it before, the league isn't all that important initially. Piccolo-Bise. Right now, they are opening a little gap. Alright, I failed to mention that Komato had a counter down the right, which they've missed. I wonder why they have such a high expected. Oh, they could also get a regular chance, of course. I've already chosen to play a tactic in my whole career in Hattrick, and that is of course my favorite, counterattacks, but I'm not going to use it against the weak teams. Just be careful with such an approach, because it resembles a bit of how you would perhaps play Football Manager or something like that. The problem about always, or at least when playing strong teams in Hattrick, using counterattack as an approach will make you much more predictable. Your opponents will have an easier time predicting you, because now this might be simplifying it maybe a bit too much, but they only have to guess where you are attacking. Only. Here's the equalizer for Triple Bayern. It's Evaristo Angeli, central attack. Big chance. So I know, like in Football Manager or in real life for that matter, if you have a group of exceptionally quick players and you are very good at executing, playing on the break, you could more or less play like that in every match. But that's not necessarily the way Hattrick works. Looks like the first half is going to end in a good result. Yeah, if it ends 2-0, I am very happy. And I'm also happy because they missed, or they had an attack down the left. Also, another thing about counterattacks is, like, imagine that you have to attack on the wings in order to like have a meaningful attack sector against an opponent. You could be that also goes for a conventional team, but you can be unlucky not getting your counterattacks in this sector you want to. Stålulfsson takes the lead Against Feyutan offense, it's Gerwin Shukema attacking down the right. And you probably can't argue much against that. 4-0 now for Turisto Lituano. It's Silvestro Zanotti. Lovely name. Piccolo Bisa, 3-0. Tyson Edwards down the central attack. I'm sorry, Martin, what are you saying now? The biggest Bulgarian word? Like the longest, or? Like the longest word? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Yeah, you can write it. How many letters is that? 1, 2. Hey, Oregano. Good evening to you too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You could just say it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 39. Vegan FC up 3-0. Luo Jingrong. What does it mean? Didn't you see that no one uses it? This is a place in Wales. And there's actually a video of like the weather guy on BBC. He's just nailing it at some point. Penarosa, Joaquin Rodriguez. Attacking down the right, diagonally. Yes, you can Google it. And you can also Google that name and weather guy. And you should see, then you can see how it's pronounced in context. I'm fairly sure they can because it's Welsh in Wales. I'll show you guys in halftime. Oh, you saw it? Yeah, but I don't know how to judge how he's pronouncing it. Stålulsvogn. Wing event. Gavin Shukima. And he assists Aurelio Serrao. Nice one. Why is Berilli only 3 stars? Because he's not very good. He's excellent playmaking, passable defender, bit of an all-rounder. A little like Trastulli, nothing special. Trying to keep costs down. Since Zanotti's only 25 years and 99 days. Camallini, 34. Well, I don't have anyone else to play and I don't want to pay for a defender. Trying to save money. Mario Otza. Right attack. And now it's a quick third goal. Trastulli is basically the same. He's just been promoted through the youth academy and then trained a little like all along the way. And today he was able to help with a PNF goal despite the fact that he's not very good. It's all balancing. You're not like me. I search 1 hour for players and at the end I don't buy anyone. Nah, like what I'd say is I started my first team 24 years ago and I made a plan and I'm trying to stick to it. And part of that plan is not to spend any unnecessary money on players before the core players. These 6 are ready to perform to a level where it makes sense to support them properly. Anyway, today it's going quite well. 2-0 up at halftime against Comando Terme. We have Tigres Rafaolis up 3-1 against Nasty Dragons. Triple Bayern and AC Trebicati, they are currently level 1-0. And we have Stålulsvogn leading 3-0 against Feyutano Finns. Turisto Lituano are butt bashing Semanlandia 4-0 at halftime. Maya lead 1-0 against Guedes in a top half contention. No. Content. And they are quite close. Just 2 points after Piccolo Bisse, who leads 3-0 against Legalin. At the same tally, we have Penarosa Permanente leading 1-0 against Sorio Marino. Vegan FC lead 3-0 against Ipesenti. Alright, so let's just go with this view and this view. Oh wait. Okay. Okay, you ready? Is this okay, I think it's good.
Today we had a big contrast in temperature across the UK, just 12 degrees over coastal parts of eastern England with cloudy skies, but in the sunshine in northwest Wales at RAF Mona, just up the road from Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll at Brugera Quindrobwll and to Cilio Gogogog, the temperature got to 21 Celsius at 70 in Fahrenheit.
What? Oh, you know what? Guys, I forgot something that I wanted to show you guys. Because the HTs have something made for a guy like me who have an unpackaging to do. It's actually been here at home for like a week or so because I wanted to do this live on stream, of course. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the one. So I know I'm a bit special because I know who I am. But they had these special versions, Hattrick merchandise made for the members of the Hattrick Creators Club. And I really liked this, what's it called, this color again? Burgundy. I like this color. No, I'll show you. Yeah, it's burgundy. I'm actually sitting in the traditional Hattrick shirt in the burgundy color. So this is for the Hattrick content creator. Hattrick Creators Club, sorry. And this is the front. I can't tell if you can tell. And the back of it looks like this. So there's the reporter. I can't see what I'm doing. I have to get another preview. That's pretty cool. And because I had to make an order at the shop in order to get hold of it, I also picked up another hoodie. This time, what do you call this again? It's not the print, it's the embroidery. Is that what it... How do you call that? How do you say that in... Embroidered? So that's the, like they made an updated version of the hoodie. Yeah. And it's the Carco heather. That's pretty cool. Broderet. Embroidering machine. Like also if you have like I guess some football kits. Like I know I have a Real Madrid shirt where it's made like that. I know what it's called, I just don't know how to pronounce it properly. Because it's not a word I use every day. Only every other day. Here's the Hattrick drip. Can you see it? I mean, I really like this version. Nice. 7 stars as an inner midfielder. It would be extremely coincidental if he was anything like your player, but I would love that. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, but it's also a little too hot for the hoodie. Can you tell that it says Hattrick? Probably not. What if I try to do like this? Like in full? Can you tell it says Hattrick? I mean, it's more iconic, right? It's more iconic with the actual football shirt there. It's hard to see, right? But I should feature it, I guess. What if we turn up the lights a bit more? Yeah, maybe. Huge win. But yeah, if I win, I'm not entirely sure. Let me just readjust this. Doing. Ah, well, very kind of the Hattrick, the HGs, to have this Creators Club version made for the members, of course, and have it, yeah. We have a special one made for us. That's pretty cool. Hey, Hamson. Oh, you just missed the unpackaging. I'll show it to you. So the HDs were kind enough to make a special version. Special limited edition Hattrick merchandise for the the Creators Club. So I picked it up in burgundy because I actually really like the color. I think it's all right at the moment, looking pretty good. I don't understand why it has estimated this counter so highly though. Frame it? You think I should? I mean, I'm guessing it'll be quite unique, right? Because how many has actually been invited to that? I mean, it's not personalized in that way. It's I'm guessing 21 people in the world has had the chance to choose one. But I could choose it in different colors, right? I chose to have mine in burgundy, like the one I'm wearing at the moment. That's also a Hattrick t-shirt. In the galaxy. In the entire universe. Yeah. Anyway, we're back at it for the second half. We are lucky that Comando Terme is not only still in the Copa Guaita, but they are in the final. Now, please don't Brigante on the receiving end. No, 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 no. They pull one back. You a fan of the Hitchhiker's Guide? Not really. Right now I'm not a fan of Hattrick even. Ah, that's a lie. But we need to be lucky in this game because we weren't lucky in Denmark today. We were a little unlucky. Still an okay result though. So let's take a look at the percentages. What does the number say, Watson? It's getting a little too What is this thing doing and why is it there? In my last league match I had the underestimating the opponent. What does it do? So whenever you are far ahead of your opponent, in fact when you are more than 9 points ahead of your opponent, you can underestimate the opponent. What it does is that it lowers your midfield rating. There's no chance of it happening if you play match of the season. Then there's what they say, little chance of it happening when you play normal. And then it's heavily increased if you play it cool. 2-1 now for Triple Bayern against AC Trebiketti. I guess it's a system to create a bit more randomness, actually. Like to have a team, if a team has been winning a lot all season, all of a sudden they bottle towards the end of the season. I guess it's primarily to introduce such an effect, right? Sometimes it won't, like you won't even notice it because you are if you are very far ahead on ratings, you probably won't notice it. Not enough random in the game. Well, but this game would be nothing without randomness. I mean, it wouldn't be. Karanji gets a yellow for careless tackle here. No injury. No injury. Shut up. Don't say a word. Oh, yeah. It's a good thing that you ask. Don't pop up now. Don't pop up now. Oh, yeah, but like the minute immediately after a yellow card, if it's a careless or like a nasty tackle, you can get injuries. So you don't want him to pop his head up and say, oh no, Sanati has been injured for 3 weeks. That's all I'm saying. And that wasn't meant to be a jinx at all. Yeah, because that would be the worst. That would be the worst. I think Wulukis is the player with the highest accumulated HGMS now. Because he popped to playmaking, world class, and then the week after we trained scoring, he popped to extraterrestrial scoring. You'll sue the team for injury. Yeah. I wonder why I'm not getting any notifications though on the phone. $60,000? That would be lovely. Andrea Silvaggio. Oh, that's the second. Quick event. Nasty Dragon still with a chance here. Blazer Bokos. Damjanic. Is the quick specialty the best for wingers? Yeah, I'd say it's very strong for wingers, but if I could choose, I would want a combination of, like, I would like both my wingers to be unpredictable, and perhaps if I could magically do something about Camallini, I would make him a header, and then I would make Francione an unpredictable as well, having 3 unpredictable, 2 headers, something like that. But if you have headers in central midfield, for instance, I wouldn't mind a winger with a head specialty as well. Because he can then get a... If you have an opposing winger, that is, of course, he can get a wing event from the other side, which is a guaranteed goal. Which reminds me that we have to find more header specialists to back up Zanotti. I'd say it's probably the one people pay the most for, but that doesn't necessarily make it the best. It's also dependent on the rest of your team, of course. But if you have a team that's set up nicely for quick events, it is strong. Oh, so this is your setup, right? Unpredictable keeper, 3 quick defenders, unpredictable head, unpredictable head, unpredictable, unpredictable, and PNF. Yeah. $42,000. That's terrible. I'm sad. Yeah, you can dream a lot in Hattrick, right? Because then you need the players to be available, show up when you actually have to get hold of them, right? It's easier said than done. Yeah, the reason why we only get 42, almost 43,000, we have to be positive. It's because we've been losing lately. I mean, the fans have been running away. Look at these numbers. 10, 24, 28, 32, 37 fans lost. That's a lot of money lost though. Away games, if you are in it for the money, away games are more important than home games. More or less in the league, right? If you don't factor in cup games, of course, because you have to keep a high fan mood for home games. They are stupid. Yeah, of course. If you are a true supporter, that means nothing that you lose a final. Not that I'm actually at the point where I'm saying I used to support Real Madrid because I really don't care that much anymore. But, you know, have I ever experienced Madrid losing a final even? Yeah, maybe a Super Cup final to Galatasaray, I think. 2001. That's such a luxury, man. $2,000 maybe. Oh yeah, it was 2000. Maybe a Copa del Rey? I can't even be bothered to look it up. It's not very common for Real Madrid to lose the final. Manzi. I don't have a single technical player in your team. Well, that's probably not the worst thing because they are vulnerable to man marking. But what about your team in 5 seasons? Do you have a plan where your team is supposed to be in 5 seasons? I mean, unless you know that your team has run its course and you're done with your run, you should be knowing exactly where your team is supposed to be in 5 seasons, so more or less. Legalin. Winger to head event. Fernando Guerra reaches Jan Sviat. Strong on the head. And he makes it 3-1. Oh. In 5 seasons or next season? Is 14 defense overkill for a normal midfielder with 17 PM? Maybe a little. Maybe a little. I'm at world class for my Danish ones. Bullock with a chance here. And then I'm at supernatural high for my PDIM, but he's homegrown, so it should work anyway. Bullockis. Will he make it a brace here? No. The referee gets in the way. The next Messi? I'm guessing with mythical PM, that's not the next Messi though. I mean, it's only a little overkill, I'd say. And as a center back, it would be quite strong. I mean, he would be a wonderful offensive central defender. The ref is on his way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, still it's only flavor. Should just think of it as a as a missed central chance. Vegan with a corner here. Benito Ginecole finds Changua del Soir. I remember in round 1 I got so excited because we had a full house, right? Filling Stadio de la Libertad to the brim. And then we started having some losses and the fan mood went down, and now we're like, oh, 42,000. Storlulsforden up 4-0 now. Gavin Shukema. Is that a hat-trick? No, not quite. My cycle starts around the end of the current season. I will get second in the league. I'm in the last in my country. Yeah, you shouldn't. Like, there's no reason to promote if you swap out your players with fairly weak ones anyway. It's probably better to keep a higher fan mood in the lowest league for now. Trepichetti. Gianni Il Bacco. Let's see, excuse me. That's the central midfielder. He goes around. Pierluigi Mattioli, the right wing. I mean, having I think I would have made more if I hadn't promoted. But, or maybe not, because we did get an extra round in the cup. And some placement money as well. But it'll be even better next season. We get if we don't relegate, that is, of course. We'll get an even better seed for the cup. And, soon. can replace these guys with this guy, and then we can start playing. And I will admit, I'm tempted, maybe not every day, but like once a week, to just sell these guys, get started, right? But it's too early to pull the trigger, too early to launch. Hold. Yeah, exactly. It's too early. And I think once we naturally get more competitive next season, because we can stop playing no, selling like Monbeck and Stewie Benton, Ian Loud, Spirelli, and Trastulli. And then, I'm not, it's too early to launch and start buying roundup players. Don't worry guys, I'm just thinking out loud. And good to see you, Mendieta. No, I'm not selling anyone. Next season we can play 3-5-2. Cloning Zanotti, that would be something. Antonio Batuletti down the right. Don't be sorry. 4-1. 55% chance, yeah. But I'm really considering, still thinking out a little loud here, perhaps launching a little early compared to the age of Zanotti, because he's 25.99. Belchigano is 26.25. Igor Becker 26.18. I'm thinking to launch according to the age of Belchigano rather than Zanotti. So a little earlier. But that's still only like a month. Turisto Lituano 5-0. Astan Bianco Dolino. Down the left. Lovely butt bashing. Exactly how you want to do it. The reason why I'm considering launching a little early is because the possibility of naturally generating some income is quite good in San Marino. I mean, as soon as we launch, we should hopefully just shoot straight up into the second division. And while that would also be expected in Denmark, at least to promote instantly, or more or less, that would only be to third division, right? But I am getting a bit ahead of myself here, because we're still just 9 games, almost 9 games into the season, and right now we are just barely escaping direct promotion. It's a test of patience. Pablo Donati. The donut. Where do you see the donut? Oh, Pablo Donut. You are so far away from anything at the moment. Oh, because you're training national team players, or? I'm thinking about selling all the players at Havnens and trying to count the cash, see what we can do. Tigres Adalmar Stojic with the ball on the left. Sold them a restart. 30 weeks of wing left. Is that 30 weeks? That's 2 seasons. So that's supernatural from what? Passable? Inadequate? Something like that? Or did you start with a new under 21s batch, or? Oh, okay, yeah. Mythical wing could be done in like 3.5 seasons, right? More or less. Four seasons for magical. Four youngsters. Okay. Oh, you know what I just noticed? Schneider got an injury today. How this guy didn't get an under 21s cap is... Oh, he got one, but that was just like a thank you for training. got an injury today, but he got 80 minutes of play before injury, so it could certainly be worse. Are we gaining or losing here? Lituano. Grandoni from the penalty 6-0. (5-0) for Stål Ulfsforden. I must admit, I just only realized now he got an injury because I haven't been getting the updates from on the cell phone. 10 minutes remain. Seven now. Grandoni once again. Down the left. A hat-trick now. Hopefully a bandage for Wednesday. Yeah. Just to get him 10 minutes on the field. Certainly worth it just to... It's not like I'm actively training anyone else. That's actually a bit ridiculous, but... I'm just training some playmaking. Nobody's really. Counting the money while we do so. What are we at? 400? Five now. Pidolo. Yeah, I should probably do something more to utilize it. Rich? I don't know. And what I did was I basically just trained wingers until I found someone interesting to train for. And then... a bit. But it's yeah, I mean, it's also pretty cool. So you would just like build an like, that's so crazy. I mean, vote for me, I have all the players. But you're not supposed to select your own players. No, but what if I bring them all? It sounds ridiculous, but how are you guys enjoying the Hattrick Fem adventure? Are we playing each other next weekend, Hamson? I think we are, right? You quit? Yeah, I'll admit, 5 teams is like... Hattrick Fem is like a better homegrown league, I think. Planning to go for a permanent 5th team there. I think that might be true because I can tell how competitively the Danish managers like are discussing it, and I think it's because there's more people playing in the in the Hattrick Fem, and it feels like a bigger alternative world, right? I think I might just stick with maybe a national team farm. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not too heavily invested in it myself. Astan Bianco Dolino. $8-0. Tigres. $4-2. And it's Vicente Mattel. I mean, right now it's a race to the top, of course, but when one misses a promotion, it's a good point to start a traditional cycle. True. I mean, I feel like it's decently fun because I'm winning most of my matches, I should say. But at the same time, I just feel like 5 teams, in my case, it's beginning to... Maybe it's because it's not how I would manage a team in the conventional way, because I am considering how to swap training up and cover more players. Maybe it's also because, or maybe it's due to the fact that I'm coming up on a competitive phase with 2 teams at the same time in Denmark and San Marino, and I feel like I'm quite focused on that, spending time thinking about, like, for instance, if it will make sense to launch a little early in San Marino in order to get hold of some passive income because it's a smaller country. Differently, I think in Denmark it's better to hold off. Oh, what is his starting skill? Semyonov? How hard it was to pronounce that. 8-4. Penarosa, 2-0. Dying minutes here. Paul Macaulay attacking down the right. Both the top teams winning today. Make it. Let's make it, guys. Alright, what about his side skills? So he has some scoring as well. Are you going to turn him into an inner midfielder? Did you... Mylin is 2-0. Did you think about the possibility of getting hold of an excellent coach, level 5? And his specialty is again? Oh no, Capioconi, that's the most important player for Nasty Dragons. Unpredictable. Okay, so he's going to be an inner midfielder. Is he going to need... defending in order to avoid making own goals. All right, we have to play an additional minute. Yeah, of course, he's going to need the defending. I mean, for your own sanity as well. But I don't know if you plan to pick up other players to train around him. All I'm saying is my training the defense on Zanotti and Francioni, Camallini. Like, defending is for a special group of Hattrick managers. Because it's boring. You have to play 5 in defense, and you want to play. How are you going to play counter attack if you're training an inner midfielder, Martin? We win. Double PNF win. Boring? It's boring. We win. This is such an important win. The PNF. Team PNF wins it. $4,025,250,000. Oh. Yeah, we win 2-1. Replays. 50, 24, 26. Okay, yeah. Triple Bayern wins 4-1 against AC Trebiceri. And Vegan FC wins 3-0 home against Ipesenti. Piccolo Visa wins 3-1 against Legalin. And Penarasa Romanta beats Soria Marino 2-0. So status quo at the top of the league table. Magalinas winning 2-0 against Guedes. Turisto Lituano wins 8-0 at home against Simanlandia. Tigres Rafaolis they grab a 4-2 win at home against Nasty Dragons. A little troublesome for Nasty Dragons, but they do look fairly safe for a qualification match, at least. But things were looking a lot more positive during the start of the season for the Nasty Dragons. Phaeton of Fins losing 5-0 at home, but they are on a rebuild, and as long as they can avoid relegations, they should be fine. Al-Arik, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. Ooh, taking a look at the table, 9 games in. What? Le Ildiel actually grabbed a late point here. Crazy. What? Or were they leading? They were leading. Whoa. Okay, but I mean, 2 points. We play them next round. We have to. That's a super important match as well. Could we beat The thing though, oh, I forgot about this crucial bit of information. Next week, Kumano Terme. Next week, Kumano Terme is up to full strength because they finish. They play the final midweek. Oh, that's actually, I think we might have to settle for 5th. Kumano Terme, who do they play? They play Montserrat. That's probably a win for them. I would imagine that. Club San Marino Uno. How did that? They lost to, whoa. That may be. But they are so, whoa, they are so far ahead. 5 matches to go. Inca Valley. Lil Diel, we have a chance there. Maybe a chance against Sapipentis, we have a chance. Oh, yeah, it'll be interesting. With a bit of luck, we could potentially finish in top 4. Would be lovely with a little prize money, but time can only tell. Anyway, guys, it's getting late here, and it's an early start tomorrow, so I want to thank you all for watching, and luckily today the PNF saved us, to be completely honest about it. Have a great week. I'll see you guys soon, and enjoy the rest of your Sundays. Bye.